Ladies and gentlemen, we warmly welcome you to tonight's commencement exercises for the class of 2015. Would you all please rise for the processional of the class of 2015? This will be performed by the Juab High School Band.
standing, we'll have our senior choir member sing us the national anthem. Thank you guys. I'd like to welcome Dr. Robbins, members of the school board, Dr. Darrington, teachers, parents, and students. It is my honor to welcome each and every one of you to our graduation. It is crazy that our 4 years here at Juab High School are coming to a close. Some of you may have noticed, and some of you may have not have, that our theme for graduation is the time of our lives. As Master Juab from Kung Fu Panda once said, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. The days of our childhood are over, and we are all heading out in our own ways and not sure what is laying ahead. But these last 4 years, with every single one of you guys, has been one of the greatest gifts in my life. As my class officers and I were throwing out ideas for the theme, this one seemed right. Every time a parent, grandparent, or teacher tells the stories, it always starts out with, back in my day. We all knew that was meant back in high school. Sure, it has had its ups and downs, but it really has been the time of our lives. We will follow the program as follows. Thank you.
Hello everyone. It is an honor to be speaking here today at graduation. Many of us seniors would say it's about time. We are right, but perhaps not in the way we think. Whether we are really ready for life beyond high school or not, this graduation is meant to celebrate all the time we have spent to get to this moment and to look forward to the time yet to come. We have all spent so much time to get to this point, and that is something we can all take pride in. We entered these halls as little freshmen, wide-eyed, worried, and doubtful that the schoolwork would ever end. We sat in English and wrote essays, dreading that writing comp. We dissected frogs in biology and designed roller coasters in physics. We slaved over math, crawling into tutoring after school to untangle puzzling equations. Together, we cheered on our football team at homecoming, and this year, at the state playoffs at SU. We danced in December and earlier in March. We practiced, before and after school, to become the best we could be in representing Juab in choir, speech and debate, softball, wrestling, track, and so much more. Some of us wrote Juab history, taking region or even state. These moments, these hours, these days, they have shaped who we are and have led us to this point where we'll get to choose who we want to be. Graduating is so exciting because now we'll be able to control our time as never before. make new friends, and try new things. We will have control of our time, and therefore, control of our lives and how they will go. With time, we can do anything. We have had our time here at Juab High School, and we've used it to accomplish so many things. And now, we'll have the time to build our own lives. Our graduation is here. It's about time.
Hey there, here we are at graduation. I'd like to use the words of my good friend Miley Cyrus and quote. There's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. Always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're going to have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Yeah. It's the climb. And that's the way it is in life. It usually is. A whole lot of climbing. But now, just for tonight, we get to stop our climb. We look back down at what we've climbed and who we've climbed it with and where we're going. The theme of our graduation is the time of our life. Tonight we celebrate the time of our life that high school was. We struggled through math and played sports as teams. All these things was glorious. Tonight also, though, we look toward us coming. This class team behind me is going all over the state, all over the world, and we have so much ahead of us. A whole lot of climbing, if you will. Class of 2015, sit back in these comfy bleachers. Smile because you'll miss it. Smile because you won't. And smile because we've just started the biggest climb yet. I want to finish with the words of Wiz Khalifa. We've come a long way from where we began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Thank you.
students are distinguished as top scholars and sterling scholars of the class of 2015. Will the following seniors please stand and remain standing as their name is read? Please hold your applause until all names are read. Summa cum laude, Cashley Carter. Magna cum laude, Valerie Burke, Katie Whittle, Braden Elsmore, Jacob Newey, Jared Rowley, music sterling scholar, Kristen Reynoso, Kyler White, McKay Christensen, cum laude, Emma Black, Cassidy Evans, Jake Hatfield, Megan Johnson, Emma Lanehart, Brenna Brotherson, English sterling scholar, Savannah Peterson, visual arts sterling scholar, Rachel Robinson, Ricky Squire, speech and drama sterling scholar, Emily Stevenson, Reagan Warner, social science sterling scholar, Soraya Luker, Kyler Nilsson, Brian Penrock, Sabrina Sage, agricultural science sterling scholar, Mikkel Wright, dance sterling scholar, Erica Lesheminot Stanley, business and marketing and education, Tanner Drake, computer and informational technology, Cameron Welburn, Megan Wood, science sterling scholar, and Caitlin Wright.
Very particularly say, you better not be speaking at graduation or I'll pee my pants. So I guess I predicted the future a little bit. So the thing is, I'm supposed to be talking about parents, but I have no idea what it's like being a parent. And the closest thing I've had is the real care baby who got in child development, and it was really hard doing that, and I didn't do very good on that actually. So I can't even begin to imagine what my parents and all the parents out there went through. So I decided to talk about something I do have really good experience with, and that's being a child. As a child, a strange thing happens as we begin to grow up. Our perspective of our parents change as we change. When we were babies, we couldn't do anything without their help. They were everything to us, and they were our life support. In elementary school, they were the stars of the Who is Your Hero papers, and the My Dad is Better Than Your Dad arguments were constantly going on. In junior high, or for most of us out here in the dark ages, we thought our parents were totally clueless and they were always wrong no matter what the situation was. We made them park the block away from parties so no one could see them dropping us off, and most of the times we thought our friends' parents were so much cooler than our own. Throughout high school, we learned that our parents and parent figures actually do know some things. As we matured, we started going to them for advice because as much as all of us kids hate swimming, sometimes you guys are right. And eventually, the thought finally came across our minds that our parents know us better than anyone else because they've been along the way with us. Now that we're soon to leave the nest, we're kind of stuck between that we cannot wait to get out of the house, and all we want to do is hug our mom all night. In the future, our relationship will continue to change, as they have in the past. We'll be calling home when our roommates are awful, which is like the biggest fear of mine, or sometimes we won't call home at all. Sorry, Mom. And also we'll come to coming home for holidays with a long, drawn-out hug that says, I miss you so much. Our parents will become what we need when we need it. In a way, we're starting from square one again. We are soon to be babies again, babies to the real world. And although our parents will always be there for support, we're going to be on our own. Our views and relationships of our parents have changed throughout the years as we've grown, but the one thing that hasn't changed is them. They've been the common denominator in our life, our rock, and our support system. And I know for a fact that we didn't say enough, so I'm speaking for the whole class. When I say thank you for being our chefs, chauffeurs, nurses, and so many other roles. Thank you for loving us enough to tell us when we're doing something terribly wrong, and congratulating us when we're doing something right. Thank you for not always being our best friend, but always checking out of school, so that we can actually graduate. And thank you for putting us back together when we thought life was tearing us apart. Thank you for the sleepless nights worrying about us, crying with us, and caring about us. But most of all, thanks for being our parents.
It's been a long time coming. This class behind me, and me myself, lot of years of school means loads of teachers. So we've been through so many. Short ones, tall ones, mean ones, nice ones, hairy ones, and even bald ones. Each had a different style of teaching, but none failed to leave their mark on us. Always look ahead and think, how can I make my life better? That was Mr. Spencer on wing eliminations for 3 equations. Knowledge is power. Schoolhouse Rock taught me that. That was my college professor. Teachers may not always realize it, but everything they say has an effect on us. My personal favorite is what Mrs. Essendon tells us when we're a little bit too rowdy in her class. Fermila. Someone once told me that great teachers are those who have passion, not only for the subject they teach, but having passion to teach the students around them. Growing up in Juab, I've realized these teachers are the greatest teachers we could have because they care for each of us. And great teachers are usually great learners, and a few teachers have demonstrated that, including Mr. Darrington. The senior class would not only like to stand and thank Mr. Darrington for his great leadership, but congratulate him on earning his doctorate degree. We've been through a lot of teachers, and there are still many more that we'll probably meet along the way, but I don't think any of them will leave as big a mark as you guys have. The teachers from pre-K all the way to seniors in high school. I'll be honest and say sometimes you weren't always the teachers we wanted, but you were always the teachers we needed. So on behalf of me and my class, thank you teachers for simply just being you.
When the rain would fall down, I just stare out The following scholarships have been awarded to the 2015 graduating seniors of Juab High School by local people, businesses, and organizations. The support and generosity of these people and businesses helping us further our education is greatly appreciated. The seniors that made application and met the required criteria for the local scholarships were selected by each organization or by a local scholarship committee. The selections are as follows. Will the recipient please stand as your name is read and remain standing? Please hold your applause until all names are read. Central Valley Medical Center Scholarship, Sean Farr, Blake Penrod. Central Valley Medical Center Health Professionals, Valerie Burke, Jerica Larson, Jacob Newey. Rural Health Care Foundation Scholarship, Jared Rowley. Rural Health Group, McKay Christensen. Denise Patno United States Constitution Scholarship, Jessica Anderson. Horizon Medals Scholarship, Emma Black, Cassidy Evans, Meadow Kay, and Megan Johnson. Intermountain Power Project Achievement Award, Raven Warner. Jim and Zoma Peterson Painter Scholarship, Cashley Carter, Valerie Burke, Braden Elsmore, Jacob Newey, Jared Rowley, Emma Black, Cassidy Evans, Megan Johnson, Soraya Luker, Kyler Nilsson, Brian Penrod, Katie Whipple, Kyler White, McKay Christensen, Kristen Reynoso, Rachel Robinson, Emily Stevenson, Reagan Warner, Cameron Wilburn, and Megan Wood. Juab Board of Education Citizen Scholarship, Katie Whipple. Juab Board of Education Honor Scholarship, Megan Wood. Applied Technology Honor Chuck Malore Scholarship, Andrew Bosch. Juab Fine Arts Council, Caitlin Wright. Juab Applied Technology Honor Bill Morgan Scholarship, Sean Farr. Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Cassandra Taylor, Dylan Douglas. Lisa's Country Kitchen Scholarship, Taylor Ludlow. Mount Eagle Market Scholarship, Caleb Park, Jordan Howard, Brian Penrod. Mount Eagle Prison Association, Porter Knickerbocker. Nephi City Chamber of Commerce, Rachel Robinson. Quality Craft Scholarship, Cameron Wilburn. Robbins Family Scholarship, Dedrick Davidson, McCoy Molyneux. Ralph W. Menlove Education Scholarship, Michaela Kendall. Steve Greenwood Memorial Scholarship, Nicholas Robbins. Juab Conservation District Scholarship Award, Weston Bennett. Juab Travel Council Scholarship, Soraya Luker. Gardner Ellis Scholarship, Erica the Cheminot Stanley. Juab Rodeo Club, Valerie Burke, Red Nilsson. Cache Valley Inc., Emily Stevenson. Lions Club, Talon James. Miss Nephi 2014 Scholarship, Jenny Gibson. Centricom, Brock Anderson. UCCU, Brock Anderson, Hannah Jacobson, Mackenzie Christensen, Sabrina Sage. Utah Sheriff's Association Scholarships, Trey Greenouch, Brad Tishner. Stokes Equipment FFA Scholarship, Sabrina Sage. National FFA Scholarship, Tishner Ford Sales Incorporated, Brody Giants. Please acknowledge these students and all the local scholarship donors with a round of applause. Awards received by the class of 2015 equals $38,750. Thank you so much.
The students of the senior class of 2015 have received and accepted scholarships from the following colleges, universities, and institutions. Will the following seniors please stand and remain standing as their name is read? Please hold your applause until all the names are read. Colorado Northwestern Community College, Red Nelson. Harding University, Reagan Warner. Mountain Land Applied Technology Center, Spanish Fork Branch, Destiny Barnes, Katie Oliver, and Bailey Olson. Dixie State University, Keaton Bryan, Caden Whiting. Snow College, Brock Anderson, Jessica Anderson, Dedrick Davidson, Gemma T.C. Davis, Dylan Douglas, Cassidy Evans, Jesse Etherington, Taylor Hathaway.
Kylie Jacobson, Meadow Kay, Michaela Kendall, Soraya Luker, McCoy Molyneux, Max Newell, Savannah Peterson, Jared Rowley, Brendan Brotherson, Brian Penrod, Kyler Nelson, Sean Farr, Bailey Jones, Wyatt Lane, Justice Warwood, Colton Lynn, Mackenzie Christensen, Trevin Linton, McCall Sperry, Katie Wickle, Megan Wood, and Camry Warwood. Southern Utah University, Valerie Burke, Jake Hatfield, Tyra Jackman, Jacob Newley, Nick Robbins, Caitlin Wright, Ethan Phillips, Kyler White. Utah State University, Cashley Carter, Erica Lashemna Stanley, McKay Christensen, Sabrina Sage, Hannah Jacobson, Cameron Robert. Oh, just kidding, I lied. Utah Valley University, Emma Black, Brayden Elsmore, Megan Johnson, Rachel Robinson, Emily Stevenson, Cameron Robert, Mikkel Wright. Please give these students a round of applause for their scholarship achievements. Students, you may now be seated. Thank you. The total amount of college scholarship and awards received and accepted by the Juab High School senior class of 2015 equals $569,205. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're very glad to have you here tonight. We want to welcome all the parents, family members, faculty, and members of the Juab Board of Education. Thank you for coming and supporting this wonderful group of young people. One of my favorite things as an educator is to watch seniors as they come into the building in August. They're full of excitement, confidence, mischievousness, pranks, and a lot of other things that give me ulcers and sleepless nights. But then to watch them as their senior year progresses and slowly the reality sets in that they are changing and passing through that doorway of youth into adulthood. Come about March, we see a whole bunch of students walking around the halls with this blank, shell-shocked look of, what am I going to do now? And I know you as parents at home have seen this as well. And then they get here tonight, and you see them up here. And I want you to think back when you got to look at them at their first kindergarten graduation, and they had the same cute little hats on, and the same little tassels. It's the same kids. But they've been molded, they've been shaped, and experience of life has helped them develop into what they are now. And I'll tell you what, this is a class that I will miss. I don't know, we don't have time to go and explain and talk about all the accomplishments that they have accomplished. As the smallest 3A school in the state of Utah, they have been fierce in everything. They have shown and proven that all 151 of them can take on the world. And they've done it because they have stuck together. I have never had the opportunity or privilege to be part of a class that was so cohesive and loved each other so much. That doesn't mean they always get along, but you know that in your own families. But as a group, they will take on the world. And I'm going to miss them. I found a poem that I want to share with them that I hope they can take a little meaning out of. And it says, keep on learning, class of 2015. Though your graduation's done, your whole life's an education that has only just begun. Your diploma is the first big step, for knowledge is the key. to winning what you want in life and being who you want to be. If you'll always be a student, you'll find the secrets to success and travel on the golden road to peace and happiness. And that's all I could ever wish for any of these kids, is that they find what excites them in life. That they find something that brings passion to them, that makes them happy, and something that makes them feel as much joy and gratitude as I feel every day I get to get up and come to work. That being said, I'm going to miss you guys, and congratulations. Dr. Robbins, if I could please have you come up. Dr. Robbins, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Juab High School, I certify that these seniors of the class of 2015 have met all the requirements set forth by the Juab School District Board of Education and the Utah State Office of Education, and it is my privilege to recommend them for graduate status.
Some amazing speeches tonight. Just lots of thoughts going through my mind. This is a little different this year. I've been through lots of graduations, never with a son before, so hopefully you bear with me on that. But I think, as it's been said, the motto, the time of our life, really does exemplify this class. If you've ever been to any of our activities or events or activities, no matter what it is, this group of kids, they're so close and they love each other and they're excited about school. And it's not just them, they've really taken care of our underclassmen. And that's rare, that's not an easy thing to do. But what I've seen from this class is a group of kids that they really have had the time of their life. They love school, they enjoy each other, and that's really a testament to their success. I wanted to mention Jared Rowley's my neighbor, and his speech was great. Unfortunately, I don't have any Miley Cyrus or Wiz Khalifa quotes for you. I'm going a little more old school with some Larry H. Miller. So these guys, I think they know who Larry H. Miller is. Most of us know him. But first off, I too want to express my appreciation to all of you that are here tonight, parents, extended family, our board members that are here, all of our teachers. This really is a reflection on what it means to be a village and raise a child. We can't do this alone. We know that as educators, and I think you know that as parents, that we have something really special here. And I certainly don't take that for granted, and we honor that. So I appreciate your partnership and your willingness to share your children with us as we try to get them ready for real life. Also, just want to thank Mr. Romans and the senior class advisors, especially for all that they have done to put this together and really make this happen. This doesn't just happen overnight. This is lots of days of work and the kids getting prepared for this, so I appreciate them. So just a couple of brief remarks. I'm not big on long speeches, but being a sports fan that I am, Larry H. Miller is somebody that I think all of us in Utah have looked up to. He's one of our favorite sons. He's a leader in business. If you didn't know, a giant in sports in our state, an owner of the Jazz, a visionary, a religious man, a hero to the common man, very fiery, risk taker, the gentle giant who was not afraid to cry. He touched our hearts during his life before he passed away in 2009. But the one thing that really inspired me most about Larry H. Miller was his love for education. If you ever read his autobiography called Driven, he talks a lot about his childhood and some of the things that happened and the challenges that he had. But there's two quotes that I wanted to share with the class and with you. The first one is, he says, "Children are our messengers to a time we will never see." And I thought, wow, that's pretty powerful. If that doesn't shake you up as a parent to think about and humble us a little bit about, the message that our kids are going to carry to the future that we will most likely never see, that's a pretty powerful statement. So we want to do our best there. And secondly, this is probably the most famous that you've heard before, that he coined, "Go about doing good until there is too much good in the world." And he lived by that. You know, everything that he did, I think, exemplifies that statement. So, to the class of 2015, you are the messengers, and you're carrying the message that we are sending with you. And I want this class to know that their message and everything that they've done has been about greatness in the 4 years that they've been here. It's well documented, all their successes. It's your time to take that message and go out into the world. So, with that, we're proud of you, and we want to wish you the very best and congratulate you on this amazing achievement tonight. And we appreciate everyone here being here with us to celebrate. So, Dr. Darrington, on behalf of myself, the Superintendent, the Juab School District Board of Education, as well as the Utah State Office of Education and School Board, it is my privilege to accept the Juab High School Class of 2015 for graduate status. Congratulations.
On behalf of the School Board of Education in Juab District, it is my pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate the achievement of the Juab class of 2015. Today is a day of excitement for our graduating seniors. Since serving on the board, I truly do look forward to this day. Giving out diplomas, shaking sweaty hands, and really looking into the eyes of these seniors and celebrating their success. As each of you walk by, we see the product of 13 years of public education. There is so much we reflect on as we watch you tonight. We recognize academic achievement, athletic accomplishment, social responsibility, and creative expression, and community service. We don't know exactly what you're going to be in your future, but what we do see are mathematicians, writers, historians, actors, doctors, educators, activists, engineers, farmers, scientists, entrepreneurs, nurses, poets, musicians, and artists. You are young adults celebrating the time of your life tonight and ready for your next life experience. But graduates, for many of us in this room, we wonder where the last 13 years went. Can it really be over? We see the kids you used to be. We see the 5-year-olds boarding the school bus in 2002, getting ready for kindergarten, leaving your nervous, camera-happy parents behind. You were so excited and even a little bit nervous to finally be old enough to have reached that milestone and to begin your journey through school. We remember your experiences through elementary school. You started out as young children so eager to learn. And back then, your teachers truly did know more than you. And you grew, and your curiosity grew with you. One of your second grade teachers remembers 3 particularly curious boys in her class. You see, they were wondering what would happen if they licked that cold pole out at recess on a cold winter day. Well, they soon found out and left part of the skin of their tongues on that pole. As you continued through the grades of your elementary school, you focused on memorizing math facts, sight works, building simple machines, some of which became some pretty fabulous Valentine boxes, reliving Utah history, and perhaps you had a trip up to the state capitol or visiting one of our state parks, or a visit to one of our various local places of interest. You mastered reading and writing and eventually started reading whole chapter books. You started writing your own stories and even published some of them. And do you recall participating in GeoBees, spelling bees, and science fairs. By 6th grade, you had developed some pretty strong qualities as a group. Mrs. Bradley recalls that you were her first group out at Mona Elementary, 34 of you all in one class, and you challenged her academically. She remembers you not only as smart, but very loyal. A few of your other 6th grade teachers defined you as cooperative, funny, well-rounded, helpful, and hardworking. Mrs. Lenhart recalls that this was her first year teaching music, and she began her 6th grade world tour. Who can forget the haka, right? She defined you as excited and creative. Today, while you wear your cap and gowns, many of us still see you as those junior high adolescents, excited and a bit scared, but way too cool to show it. So many classes, no recess. We remember your lockers, decorated with birthday paper and confetti, and stuffed so full, we're not sure how you found anything. Then you arrived at Juab High, and your high school experience was filled with challenging coursework, college credit, interesting electives, a rich arts program, so many different clubs and organizations, sports to play, and so much more. One teacher defined you as fun-loving, adventurous, and humorous. Throughout your Juab school experience, we've sought to give you the content knowledge that you will need to move on from public school. But life is more than knowledge. Life is about problem solving. We've sought to provide you the critical and creative thinking and strong communications, the tools you need to make meaning out of all that content knowledge and move on and continue your education in whatever way you choose. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, all life is an experience. So as you depart through those doors tonight and have the time of your life as you celebrate, remember the words of Alan Alda. You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. You can't get there by bus. You can only get there by hard work and risk and by not quite knowing what you're doing. But what you'll discover will be wonderful. What you'll discover will be yourself. On that road to success, sometimes there are no shortcuts. Be wise in your decisions, and if your chosen path does not seem to be getting you to where you want to go, change course. As the sun sets on your experience at Juab School District, we wish you the best. Go forward with pride as a Juab WASP and continue to make us proud. Congratulations.
James Newell, son of Tim and Karen Newell. Nicholas R. Robbins, son of Dr. Rick and Heidi Robbins. Porter Knickerbocker, son of Steve and Tammy Knickerbocker. Jose Luis Orozco, son of Luis Orozco and Erna Orozco. Jordan Morris, son of Matt and Melissa Morris. Bowen Husseus, son of John Husseus and Patsy Redmond. Trevin Linton, son of Troy and Monica Linton. Jake Norman, son of Kip and Suzanne Norman. Braden White, son of Rick and Chris White. Jaden White, son of Kevin and Vicki White. Brad Tishner, son of Mike and Kristen Tishner. Brian Wall, son of Brian and Tammy Wall. Brody Weeks, son of Robert and Andrea Cotton and Bob Weeks. Nicholas Hargett, son of Troy Hargett and Katrina Thomas. Austin Lynch, son of James and Ann Lynch. Bryson Downey, son of Kelly and Tina Downey. Elena Chanel Yiannopoulos, daughter of Margie and Rick Rosenberg. Andrew Joseph White, son of Joe White and Sherry Shaw. Daughter of Neil and Terry Minla. Hannah Ray Jacobson, daughter of Wade and Diane Jacobson. Katie Rebecca Oliver, daughter of James Oliver and Gary and Frankie Newton. Kaylee Paige Sperry, daughter of Joni and Richard Case. Colton Stevens, son of Kurt and Emily Stevens. Kylie Swap, daughter of Jason and Dana Swap. Bailey Taylor, daughter of Brady and Amy Taylor. Cassandra Ann Taylor, daughter of Alan and Mary Ann Taylor. Melisha Taylor, daughter of Lamont and Leslie Taylor. Kyler Wankier, son of Rod and Marcy Wankier. Caden Whiting, son of Carrie Whiting and Julie Sacco. Cody Williams, son of Scott and Glenda Williams. Justice Travis Warwood, son of Travis and Jennifer Warwood. Cambry Ann Warwood, daughter of Jason and Amberly Warwood. Mikkel Elizabeth Wright, daughter of Mon and Carla Wright. Jordan Taylor Millett, granddaughter of Scott and Donna Millett, daughter of Angela Frampton. Krista Kimberly Roundy, daughter of Dawn and Kimberly Roundy. Alyssa Sadie Rogers, daughter of Flint and Olivia Rogers. Taylor Paige Cowan, daughter of Tyler and Diana Cowan. Bailey Olson, daughter of Carson and Andrea Holmes, and granddaughter of Lee and Becky Olson. Chastity Kate Olson, daughter of Chris and Ginny Olson. Blake Daniel Penrod, son of Daniel and Angela Penrod. Ethan Chad Phillips, son of Chad and Shanna Phillips. Cynthia Danielle Robinson, daughter of Jennifer and George Osler and Shane Robinson. Preston Royce, son of Cody and Tina Royce. Sabrina Sage, daughter of Lance and Arlene Sage. Mackay Jeffrey Sanders, son of Jeff and Katrina Sanders. Savannah K. Shelley, daughter of Angie Hyatt and Derek Shelley. Brandon Smith, son of Robert and Bonnie Smith. Shanna Dawn Spencer, daughter of Daryl and Lynette Spencer. Kyra Sperry, daughter of Teddy and Kyler Sperry. McCall Sperry, daughter of Tony and Meredith Sperry. Taylin Squire, son of Kevin and Allison Squire. Jace Rex Still, son of Rod and Tricia Still. Samantha Stevens, daughter of Jill and Cleone Stevens. Sierra Stevenson, daughter of Michelle Stevenson. Kylie Jacobson, daughter of Jade and Michelle Jacobson. Talon Jennings, son of Mike and Heidi Jennings. Kevin Jensen, son of Bonda Allred and Brian Jensen. Bailey Jones, daughter of Burke and Tricia Nielsen and Carrie Jones. Meadow Kay, daughter of Susan and Duran Kay. Brett Kidd, son of Steve and Patty Kidd. Rhonda Lane. Jerica Joe Larson, daughter of Jory and Danny Larson, and Andy and Stacy Peterson. Erica Candace Leishemanon Stanley, daughter of Kyle and Amy Stanley, and the late Jack Leishemanon. David Loveland, son of Darlene Winifred. Tyrell Joey Lund, son of Joey and Rachel Lund. Colton Carey Lynn, son of Carey and Amy Lynn. Paul Marsh, son of Kelly and Brenda Marsh. Tanner Terry Mema, son of Nathan and Stephanie Mema. Weston Mema, son of Mark and Shelley Mema. Dila Mitchell, daughter of Jennifer and Jason Ball. McCoy James Mono, son of Scott and Melanie Mono. Brett Eldon Nielsen, son of Lex and Lisa Nielsen. Boris Cox, son of Scott Cox and Corey Cox. Diedrich Dean Davidson, son of Jeff and Michelle Davidson. Gemma Tisa Davis, daughter of Joshua and Jobina Davis. Austin James Dodd, son of Rebecca and Heath Dodd. Tanner Drake, son of Mark and Christy Drake. Sean Farr, son of Mark and Heidi Farr. Cheyenne Rose Edwards, daughter of Richard and Eileen Edwards. Jennifer Angela Gibson, daughter of Jason and Angie Gibson. Savannah Greenouch, daughter of Jimmy and Sonny Greenouch. Tryler Greenouch, son of Blair Greenouch and Shauna Lee Wall. Chandra Hansen, daughter of Jenny Scow. Kaylee Hathaway, daughter of Mark and Tracy Hathaway. Drew Brian Hoffmeyer, son of Brian and Corey Hoffmeyer. Dakota Douglas Holloway, son of Doug and Carrie Holloway. Matthew Lewis Horrocks, son of John and Mary Horrocks. Jordan Jeff Howard, son of Darren and Kim Howard. Hunter John Hubbard, son of Craig and Mary Hubbard. Tyra May Jackman, daughter of Tracy Jackman and Glenn Begay. and the late Brad Morgan. Cheyenne Jordan Heaton, daughter of Carrie Morgan and the late Brad Morgan and Jonathan Heaton. Brandon James Agard, son of Jim and Robin Agard. Mariah Mikkel Agard, daughter of Ryan and Lachelle Agard. Hayden Allred, son of Dan and Sonia Allred. Isabella Allred, daughter of Jason Allred and the late Dicey Alsop. Thomas Cooper Allred, son of Tracy Carpenter and Thomas Allred. Brock Logan Anderson, son of Carl and Terry Anderson. Jessica Anderson, daughter of Richard and Leslie Anderson. Ivy Asbridge, daughter of Sarah and Jason Asbridge. Dusty Blue, son of Tony Blue and Tina Blue. Jesse Blue, son of Brett and Dina Blue. Cassidy Blue, daughter of Shauna Winder, Stephen Winder, and Chad Blue. Destiny Lynn Barnes, daughter of Kevin Barnes and Holly Cutler. Andrew David Bosch, son of David and Jennifer Bosch. Keaton Shane Bryan, son of Renee and Shane Bryan. Kyra Faith Bussian, daughter of Brian and Linda Bussian. Mackenzie Lee Christensen, daughter of Morgan and Amber Christensen. Shamri Ann Wright, daughter of Corey and Emily Wright. Emma Jane Lanehart, daughter of Kurt and Kim Lanehart. Reagan Ida Warner, daughter of Patrick and Jelena Warner. Emily Grove Stevenson, daughter of Mike and Thierry Stevenson. Brian John Penrod, son of Daniel and Angie Penrod. Rachel Robinson, daughter of Todd and Sarah Robinson. McKay Christensen, son of Ron and Jennifer Christensen. Tyler Nelson, son of Dan and Christine Nelson. Megan Nicole Johnson, daughter of Matt and Tanya Johnson. Emma Black, daughter of Fred and Holly Black. Brenna Paige Brotherson, daughter of David Brotherson and Karen and Gordon Young. Jake Robert Hatfield, son of Rob and Kim Hatfield. Ricky Squire, son of Corey and Pascaline Squire. Soraya K. Luker, daughter of Ben and Patty Luker. Jason Lyman Allred, son of Marvin and Sarah Ann Allred. Julia Lene Allred, daughter of Marvin and Patricia Allred. Sarah Edith Clement, daughter of John and Deborah Clement, and Tina and Andy Williamson. Michaela Kendall, daughter of Richard and Kathleen Kendall. Caitlin Ann Wright, daughter of Casey and Christy Ann Wright. Kristen Laurie Reynoso, daughter of Dan and Rhoda Reynoso. Mitchell Kyler White, son of Mitchell and Melissa White. Katie McCall Wickle, daughter of Lon and Gloria Wickle. Valerie Ann Burke, daughter of Kevin Burke and John and Brenda Thompson. Cameron Welburn, son of James and Tracy Welburn. Marina Squire, daughter of Corey and Pascaline Squire. Jared Rowley, son of Greg and Jennifer Rowley. Taylor Ludlow, son of Travis and Deanne Ludlow. Ashley Jo Carter, daughter of Weston and Cheryl Carter. Megan Lucille Brooks, daughter of Sean and Marley Brooks. Cassidy Ray Evans, daughter of Ray and Lisa Evans. Dylan James Douglas, son of Ty and Nicole Douglas. Megan Marie Wood, daughter of Gary and Stephanie Wood. Jesse Hogg Etherington, son of Ryan and Adri Etherington. Braden Joseph Ellsmore, son of Roger and Mindy Ellsmore. Jacob David Newey, son of Chad and Terrell Newey. Savannah Peterson, daughter of Michael and Rosalie Peterson.
Alrighty. This is awesome. So, here we go. Before I do this, I want to give a special thanks to the people that made this year be our greatest year, and that's our SBOs. So if I have the SBOs, please stand. Also, our amazing advisor, Mrs. Holly, please stand, please. Thank you very much. All right, it's now time. Would the graduating class of 2015 please rise? Traditionally, the tassel is worn on the right side both before and during the graduation ceremony, signifying undergraduate status. Following graduation, the tassel is changed to the left side, signifying completion or graduate status. Would the Juab High School class of 2015 now join me as we change the tassels from the right side to the left side. Graduates, you may be seated. Alrighty, prior to the playing of taps and reveille, we would like to recognize two classmates who are currently enlisted as members of the United States military. Would they stand as I read their names? Thiela Mitchell, United States Army Reserve. And Brody Weeks, United States Marine Corps. Thank you very much. All right. Of the military bugle calls, none is more easily recognized than the call taps. Taps began as a revision to the signal to extinguish lights or lights out at the end of the day. We play it now to signify the end of our experience at Juab High School. Reveille, another bugle call most often associated with the military, is chiefly used to wake personnel at sunrise. We play it now to represent the dawning of a new day, a commencement in the future of the class of 2015.